Hello, we have a question here we are going to attempt together today. We are finding the equation of the line that passes through the points 2, comma minus 3 and 1, comma minus 3. So there are actually two ways to do this. You can either use the point slope form of the line of an equation to solve for this, or you can use the slope intercept form. But for this particular question, we'll be using the point slope form. That equation, the point slope form equation, is in the form of y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. Okay, so this is the point slope form. So m in this equation is slope. Y1 refers to point y, point of your choice. Now, why there's of your choice? You have two y points here. You have y1, means you can take y1 for minus 3 and y2 for minus 3, so you can actually pick either of the two. The same applies to x1. x1 is any x points of your choice. So the same thing comes into play. The same thing comes into play for the x. You have this to be your x1, this to be your x2. This could be your x1, this could be your x2. It all depends on how you choose to go about it. Or you can pick either one. But for this particular question, I will take my y1 to be 2, and I would minus 3 please. And I will take my x1 to be 2. So I'm using this point, this one. That's 2 comma minus 3. Now, why am I taking y1 as minus 3? For every given point, it's always defined in the form of x comma y. The x comes before the y. So if you follow this, that means this is an x value. So this will be my x1, and this is a y value, since they're in the same position. So this will be my y1. So that's how I pick them. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll put them back here. But not yet. Before I do that, we must first of all also give you the slope. Now m is the slope. And m is given as rise over 1, which is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this is the formula for slope. Now I've already defined y1 and x1 for us. So let's use the other point and define our x2 and y2. So this will be x2 and this will be y2. I hope this is clear enough. Okay, so now let's find the slope. So m is equal to, what's y2? y2 is minus 3. Then this minus, then y1 is y1. y1 is 8 minus 3. So minus 3. Then x2 is 1 minus x1, which is x1. x1 is equal to 2. So that means that m is equal to minus 3. Minus times minus is plus, so minus 3 plus 3 divided by 1 minus 2. This gives us 0 divided by minus 1, which gives us 0. So the slope m is 0. Okay, so what this means is that there's no rise, no run. It's just going to be a vertical line running like this. That's what the line will look like, definitely. So this kind of line shows no rise, just run. What I meant to say is it's a horizontal line. It's not going to be a rise, it's just going to be a run. Okay, so let's proceed. So coming back here, and I'm going to play this. Now I have the slope. We have our y1, we have our x1. So I will put them. So we have y minus y1 is minus 3. The slope is 0. put that there. And what's x1? x1 is 2. Okay, now minus times minus is plus. So we have y plus 3. This side, 0 times anything is 0. So 0 times all this inside the bracket will be 0. So you have 0. So you can move plus 3 over this side. And you have y is equal to minus 3. So this will be the equation of the line. So if you're trying to plot this on the graph, you have something like this. So this is x, and this is y. So this is minus 1, this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. So minus 4, minus 5. So we're talking about y equal to what? Minus 3. So that's it. So I have to draw a straight line through here. So this line now is y equal to minus 3. So that's the wrong, memorize. So that will be the equation for this line. Now you may want to wonder, where are these other points? Okay, so let's say here is 1, here is 2, no, please, this is negative, so negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, here is 1, here is 2, here is 3, here is 4, and so on and so forth. So the x is 2, and the y is minus 3. So that will be something like this. So it's on this point. So this point here now will be 2, minus 3. So you see it's on the line. That shows that is correct. And then the last point, 1, minus 3. This is 1, right? So we press it down. For the x, it goes to minus 3 for the y. Somewhere here. So this place is 1, minus 3. So since the 2 points are on this line, we found y equals to minus 3. This is definitely correct. So the equation we need is y is equal to minus 3. So I hope you found this interesting. Do well to solve other questions like this. And I'll see you in my next class. Take care. Okay.